of the world.
Boy, folks, boy. I kind of, it's not kind. I am fed up of reading stuff like this and talking about stuff like this. 40-year-old ophthalmologist. Her name is Dr. Sonia K. Forbes. She was the 1999 Miss Jamaica World Middlesex. Found dead at her apartment. Whew.
Stabbed to death,
oh, yeah.
Apparently.
Stabbed in her stomach.
Oh. Why? We don't know. But it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. She has that one child. She has a son.
She has a son?
Yep.
I didn't read that yesterday. Did they say how old the son is?
She's the only child for her parents, and the story says she's the mother of one son.
This is just tragic. There's nothing feel good about this as a way to start the Feel Good Friday Hot Topics. I mean, I know we're trying to put things in place, you know, but it just cannot happen fast enough. You know? Our condolences to her family, to her colleagues, to her friends. Some folks were really pouring out their heart yesterday when they heard the news. So, you know, cannot imagine how difficult.
Sometimes I watch news presenters and they go through stuff like this almost every night. And sometimes I wonder if
what
they
it does to them. Yeah,
because I can't get to the stage where there's another murder and then you move on. I can't get to that stage. Everyone bother me. Every single one rough me up.
I don't know. I used to read Midday for a good while, some weekends. And there are some that you really have to steel yourself to get through, or else you won't be able to, especially kids. Stories about children are the ones that really, but that's terrible. It's terrible.
You know, I can't get used to just saying, well, you know, we lost another one yesterday, and you know, every single one of them things I just, you know, that there's a parent, a brother, a husband, a wife, a
whole
son,
network
a daughter,
that's hurting.
That just smash up properly.
Terrible.
All right, this next one now started a great story. I guess it's still a great story, but you would know because we had them and it's in the news that the young man who was saved from drowning by Tremaine Brown. The young man's name is Ronaldo Reynolds. Now, apparently, there are some other people who are saying, well, yeah, Tremaine did brilliantly, but we also did some stuff and we also deserve the same level of recognition. So
this would be the gentleman who pulled them from the water?
Well, yeah, so Tremaine is getting a national award, but this gentleman, his name is Alfonso Coombs, and he's of the view that if it wasn't for his intervention and the assistance of another 19-year-old, then probably we wouldn't be talking about these two people. He says he believes that Brown deserves all the praise he's getting, but he says he and others who played a part in the rescue efforts should be getting the same level of recognition. He said he ran along the side of the gully, through the cemetery, through bushes close to Marcus Garvey, and all the while calling out Ronaldo's name. And then he said after some time he heard the response and saw Tremaine clutching to the branch. So, you know. He says, me chuck off and try reach to them, and the water just keep on fling me away a distance from them. So me try get myself in one of the hole in the gully. So he's saying that he played a part. And there's another resident, Keith Dillon, said he lifted Tremaine on his back while another 19-year-old carried Reynolds while they made their way back to the community.
If there was a network, I don't have any problem with everybody being recognized.
No.
There was a story yesterday in the Star with a young lady who caught it on tape who's saying she wants credit for having videotaped it. She said it's gone viral, and she's not necessarily asking for money or anything because she's a teacher at Maritime, but she's saying, you know, her video ought to be attributed to her. And then there's a meme that's going around with a tree in Trenchtown saying that the tree won credit because if it wasn't for my branch. So people are taking it, you know, to another extreme. But I think if that gentleman says he went to the point where he jumped in and yes, that's a young lady.
If you deserve your credit, then you should get credit. And if you saved a life, then it should be recognized, you know. That's Chrisanne Clark. And she says she's not interested in monetary compensation, as Sim said earlier. She says she just wants persons who posted the video to social media to credit her to say that's her video. That's Tremaine and Ronaldo. But
big up Tremaine though, because I tell you, say, and none of people would have jumped in a gully and you did not know if you could have crossed it.
But listen,
the
man
bus could not swim, right?
Can't swim.
And you jump in, so.
I was trying to be magnanimous after he left, and I said, you know, probably I would do it. And then I stopped. I am certain I wouldn't. I am positive I wouldn't.
You cannot be.
I cannot swim, and
it doesn't matter. In that instant, you know that thing of adrenaline that you teach your young boys about? That thing that your body produces gives you the energy in that instant to think you can take on the... You're not thinking about whether you can
I would
swim.
love to believe that.
I'm telling you, it would kick in.
I don't know if
you? Would I read about you?
You look like you...
Hopefully not good.
You look like you didn't want me to jump.
No, I'm saying I know you would. You would. You would not sit there and watch that go on.
Okay, well, you know me better than me.
Yes,
all right, this is no fun at all again. A bucket bomb was exploded on the tube train at the height of rush hour this morning, by the way, in
London.
Yeah.
Anybody, what are they?
I'm reading here. It says terrified passengers ran for their lives and were seen covered in blood with scorched legs, faces and hair. It's at the Parsons Green Station in West London. It happened at 8:20 this morning in London time. They said it's a pretty unsophisticated bombing, a flaming white bucket inside a freezer bag with Christmas lights connected to a battery protruding out the top.
It don't have to be sophisticated, it's dangerous.
Boy.
You know?
Says people suffered burns from the explosions and others were hurt in the crush as people fled. So we
stampede and all these things.
But we haven't heard that anyone lost their lives, which is just...
Sometimes I wonder what the world is going to look like when my daughter becomes like a teenager. Because we're just at the point now where hearing about things like this is so... It's like, oh, another one happened. Oh, another terrorism attack. Oh, another... You know, it's almost like we become desensitized. And you don't know what's going to happen when, where, places you thought were safe no longer. It's just, I don't know, the world has changed so much.